What's up, everybody? Welcome in. If you watch this on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you hit that like button. If you're watching a replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat below. We got lots of orders going on. I'll count them up in just a second. Just gotta wait for Instagram to load up. I'm also in portrait mode today and not landscape because the kiddos are home and they're running around in the background, and you know they're half dressed right now. So I'm gonna keep it in portrait mode for YouTube and Facebook. I hope you guys don't mind today, but we'll go back to the other view on Monday when we're shipping out orders. Let me set this up real quick. What's up, Instagram? Instagram's all loaded in. How many orders do we have today? Refresh this. We have 20 eBay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Poshmark and 2 Depop. So 33 orders going out. And that's obviously from yesterday and today. Obviously the post office wasn't open yesterday, so couldn't ship out your orders, but now we are shipping it out. What's up, Trisha? Welcome in, welcome in. Again, if you're watching this, make sure you're hitting that like button. I think a lot of you are over from Surfs. He's gonna be sending people over in just a minute. So we should have a nice crowd today. I'm gonna try to get through these really quick because I actually have to go sourcing today. And I want to be out by like 12 so I can source for like at least 2 or 3 hours. So yeah, you inspired me so much. Keep going. I sold 2 things on Mercari. Let's go. Let's go. Nice job, Sherry. Keep grinding. You're probably addicted now to selling. It's always that first sale. Once you get that first sale under your belt, you're like, man, this works. I'm gonna start selling like crazy now. All right, let's start. Even though everybody's not here, we're going to start it off because, like I said, I got to get out of here quickly today. This is a LL Bean. It's a men's XL tall. I picked up 2 of these at a thrift store, both for $5. This one sold for $18 on Depop. Just a little bread and butter sale. Little LL Bean, XL tall, good size. So that's why I picked it up. What's up, Jen? Welcome in. Bidding on taking a nap or not? Go take a nap, Trisha. Go take a nap. I actually had 2 Depop sales and no Mercari sales over the last 2 days, which is kind of odd. Usually I have some Mercari sales, but I didn't today. You guys are just hopping in. Make sure you're tapping that screen, hitting that like button. I'd appreciate it. We're going to get through all these orders. If you're new here, what I do on this channel is I buy stuff cheap. I resell it online for a profit. That's what I do for a full-time job. So if you're interested in making a little extra money, this is the live for you. I don't have any courses or anything like that. I just give away all my info for free. I hang out with you guys in the mornings, typically 3 to 4 times a week, shipping out orders and just talking about what's sold and all that good stuff. Teaching you guys a little bit about what I'm picking up. Next up, pair of Miss Me women's jeans. These have the embellishment at the bottom. Picked these up for $4.26, and these sold for $20 over on Depop. So another little bread and butter sale. Miss Me jeans used to sell for like crazy good money. Now they've dropped in price, so as long as we can get them cheap, we'll pick them up. Typically thrift stores in my area price them up, so we can't get them super cheap, but these were, so that's why we picked them up. $4.26, and I think they sold in like less than a week. So yeah, more hangers sometime this weekend. Let's go. Let's go. Got my first Depop sale. Started listing there a few days ago. Thank you, Wayne. And the auto posture. Let's go. Depop. I would have a ton of Depop sales, but as you guys know, nobody on Depop actually pays for anything. So what do you do for taxes when you reach the $600 on Mercari? Do you claim anything to help offset? We claim everything we possibly can do to claim to offset that, but we sell way more than $600 on every platform, so we're not too worried about that. Like, you're supposed to claim it, by the way. Even if you don't hit $600, you're technically supposed to claim any profit that you make. Appreciate you, Surfs. You're supposed to claim any profit that you make, but yeah. How do we offset it? Talk to your tax advisor. They're going to give you information of course, your cost of goods, your expenses, so anything you pay for, your supplies, things like that, your mileage. So if you're driving back and forth to the post office, or when you drive back and forth to thrift stores or garage sales to pick up your inventory, that's when you should be. That's what you should be writing off. So, appreciate the follow. All right, next sale is Tory Richard down here. This is more of a junky sale. I don't really pick these up anymore. This is a men's Tory Richard shirt. Picked this up for $5.34. It sold for $20 on Posh, so it's still profitable. But Tory Richard, I'm starting to pass on a lot more because it just isn't selling. So I don't know if I have a mod here for YouTube. I'm in portrait mode, so I'm gonna get a lot of trolls on YouTube. So. Small business issues TurboTax. Yeah, I don't use TurboTax. I use Carol Ann. I use Carol Ann, my tax advisor. She's awesome. I love Carol Ann. She's the best. I'm on eBay, but I haven't had any sales, so maybe prices are too high. Maybe you should be looking up comps. Also, I do store reviews on Tuesday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you need some help with your store, come to my store reviews on Tuesday. What's up, Amy? Surf told me he doesn't pay any taxes. Oh, I know that. don't listen to Surfs on any advice on taxes. That's what I gotta tell you. All right, next up, this is actually a really good sale, and these were overpriced and they still sold. So this is a pair of women's Beta brand dress pants. I paid $10.70 for these. They sold for $26. These aren't selling for $26 anymore, but I left them listed on Poshmark, and for some reason they sold full price, so I'll take it. What's up, Kate? Okay, I'm here. I see Kate already on it. Yeah. See you, trolls. Adios, trolls. All right, that one's gonna go in like that. How do you know what envelopes to put items in? So everything sold on Poshmark goes priority mail, so you're gonna use all the free supplies that you possibly can on Poshmark. So pretty much all my clothing, if you guys have watched these lives, go in these tie-back envelopes, because you can order them for free and have them delivered absolutely free to your front door through the USPS. So that's why I use these. So I quit picking up Beta brand. We did too. Unless it's like $3, we won't pick it up because it only sells for like $20. Are you going to sell the shoes in the background? Yeah, on July 16th on Whatnot. If you haven't signed up, go sign up through the link in my bio on July 16th, which is my birthday. We're going to do a Whatnot stream where we're going to sell all the shoes behind me starting at $1. So if you haven't signed up for Whatnot, you go through the link in my bio, go get your free $15 credit. You can use it towards the shoes on that live. So they're already going to be discounted, and then you're going to get $15 off on top of it. There's no catches. You just got to sign up with a new account, and Whatnot literally gives you $15 to spend for free. So come out July 16th over to Whatnot, get that $15. We start everything at $1, and then we're run those. We're probably going to run all the shoes. Literally just have a fun time running shoes, getting them all out. Are you not going to be selling new shoes anymore? No, the new shoes thing it would work out, but the problem is, like, for example, Tino does a really good job at doing the shoe game, and I think I could do the same I can do a good job too, but I'd have to literally stream on Whatnot for 4 to 5 hours a day, and I don't have 4 to 5 hours a day to stream on Whatnot. So unless you have like ample amount of time and shoes is your only thing, you're really not going to make it successful. So yeah, we're just going to get rid of them, and we're going to start them at $1. Everybody's going to get good deals. So if you need some new shoes, we have Nikes, Jordans, Adidas, Converse, all kinds of stuff. We're going to be running at $1. What kind of Lacoste shirts are you picking up? Lacoste shirts have to be usually better sizes, like bigger sizes, and bigger logos on the front. If they don't have big logos and they're just a normal Lacoste, I'm only paying like $3 for them, and they're actually selling on Mercari. I typically sell Lacoste on Mercari for around $20. So it has to be cheap, or it has to be something special. Also, the Djokovic collab does really good too, so we always look out for those. All right, next up we have a Polo Ralph Lauren puffer vest. I picked this up brand new with tag, retail arbitrage. I think I paid like $40 for these. I have to go back and look at my receipts. But this one sold for $102 over on Poshmark. I'm actually surprised it sold. I guess it's a vest, so vests typically sell all year round, but I was actually really surprised it sold this time of year because it is hot outside. So, how much your investment when you started a business? I started selling items in my house, so my investment was pretty much nothing. It was just stuff I had laying around the house, and then I took $100 of that money and I went to a thrift store and I started it with $100. Advice on selling Yeezys. Oh, speaking of Yeezys, we're gonna also have some Yeezys on that Whatnot show too. We're gonna have some Yeezy slides and foam runners, and I might pull a pair of 320s out of the vault, but advice on selling Yeezys: make sure they're authentic before you sell them. That's my advice. So when is this Whatnot? It's on July 16th. It's already up on Whatnot. You can go bookmark the show right now. Head over to Whatnot and bookmark it. I normally put these in bags, by the way. I just don't have any big bags, so I'm just going to put this. I'm going to do the Surf's Up method with this sale right here. I am just going to throw it right into a bag like that. You wash clothes you get from the thrift store, or wash items with stains or bad smells? Stains or bad smells. What is Whatnot? What's up, Scott? Yeah, any items with stains or bad smells, I will wash. Alright, that one's shipped. Next up, we got a Grayson women's shirt. This one has been listed for a little bit. I'm actually surprised because these normally sell really quick, but this is a women's extra small. We paid $16.05. This only sold for 32 bucks. We took that offer because it's been sitting so long. Still made a decent little bit of money on it, but yeah, I guess the size is what kept it from selling. How many orders you got going out today? I think I counted 33. 33. That's from yesterday and today, both days. Both days. Obviously, the post office was closed yesterday. Hopefully you guys had a good July 4th. We kind of just chilled out. We went to mom's house and went swimming all day. It was nice. Next up, we got a pair of North Face cargo shorts. Again, surprising sale. I didn't get a chance to reprice these, but I did take an offer of $19. These are just normal North Face cargo men's shorts. We paid $5.34, and these sold for $19. Did I grab more of those? Oh, there they are. Sold for 19 bucks. So not a huge sale. Good morning, Candy. Again, on Facebook and YouTube, I know it looks a little different, but I have the kiddos home, so I figured I'd throw it in portrait mode, so that way you guys can't see them all running around in the background. Joey's half dressed right now, being crazy. It's the school for some reason is off the day after July 4th. I don't understand that, but so we're stuck with Joe Bro today. Which kind of sucks because we were gonna go sourcing today, but now we can't go with Joey obviously because he'll be too crazy. Next up, Robert Graham men's polo shirt. I think I paid $10.70 for these. Picked up a couple of these retail arbitrage. I don't have the buy cost in there, but I know I bought these really cheap. This one sold for 27 doll hairs. The particular Ralph Lauren shirts that you pick up, if you want to see the Ralph Laurens that I'm selling, my eBay store is linked in my bio, and just filter for, just type in Ralph and then filter for sold. You'll be able to see all the Ralph Lauren shirts that I'm selling. But yeah, there's certain ones I pick up. Obviously ones with big logos, bigger sizes, special fabrics, things like that. Again, if you go to my eBay store, just type in Ralph. You'll see all the Ralph Lauren pieces I've sold. I have probably 100 for you to look through for the last 90 days because I sell them like hotcakes. What's up, Sir Salmonella? Next up, I forgot to grab them. It's a really good sale too. I wish I would have remembered to grab these. But these are Rock Revival burgundy jeans. I picked these up for $48.13. I bought these online arbitrage and they sold for $110. And I have like 50 pairs of these, but unfortunately I forgot to grab them. They're out there somewhere. So you'll have to see them on another live. I'm sure I'll sell another pair this weekend. But Rock Revival, I got a really good deal on these online. Bought a whole mess of them, and they're selling. Already starting to sell, so 110. Easy money. Tired of working 12 hours every day. I kind of want to do this full time. Please advise me how to start selling items in your house first. Go through your house, start moving some product that you have just sitting around, and then from there take that money and start investing it while you're still working your full-time job. Don't quit your full-time job until this surpasses your full-time job. That would be my advice. Hold on, chat. Gotta grab some more envelopes. Gotta grab some more envelopes. I ran out. It's not easy. That's for sure. It's definitely, there's a huge learning curve to selling stuff online. That's for sure. Next up, this is a G4. No, this is not the G4. Where's the G4? There it is. This is a G4 men's shirt. I picked this up for, it says $4.28, but I didn't pay $4.28 for it. I got this in Juliet's box. So I bought a reseller box from Juliet from her Whatnot show. And she had a couple G4 pieces in there. So that's why I took this box as opposed to any of the other ones that she had. And this one sold for $28. I think my buy cost per unit in that box was like $9. I'd have to go back and check. But I bought like 11 items. Maybe it was less than 9. I bought 11 items for a little under 100, I think. So something like that, maybe $8 per unit. So I have to check. But yeah, on your jeans profile, what's your front rise length? On your jeans profile, what is your front rise and back rise? So if you get a pair of jeans, the front rise is the crotch area to the top where the button is, and then you flip it over and it's the opposite on the back side. Yeah, front rise, back rise. Crotch seam to top. Are you going live this week, red, white, and blue? This week we should, yes. We're actually gonna go live yesterday, but we forgot it was July 4th. So obviously we weren't going to go out on July 4th and hang out with the fam. But yeah, we're going to go live this week for sure because we haven't been live in like 2 weeks. So what's the name of the envelopes you're using? They're Tyvek envelopes. If you go to USPS.com, click on the free supplies. They should be on the first page on like the first or second row. Just look for the Tyvek envelopes. Tyvek. Let me see if I can find it on here. I should say Tyvek on here somewhere, right? Do they say Tyvek on them anywhere? Oh yeah, right here. Right here at the bottom. Right there, you can see it says Tyvek, Tyvek. That's what you're going to look for, the Tyvek envelopes. You can also use, if you're shipping on Poshmark, you can also use the padded flat rate envelopes too. I know a lot of people choose to use the padded. I feel like the padded are a little bit more wasteful though because they have all the bubble wrap on the inside, so I choose to use these. Next up, Wrangler. This was a quick sale, but I knew this was going to sell quick. It's an older Wrangler shirt with like an Aztec print down here, like the Southwestern print. Picked this up for $8.56 and it sold in 1 day for 20 bucks. So again, not a huge profit, but older Wrangler with the Southwestern prints typically do really well for us. So I paid up for it a little bit at the thrift store. How long does it take for an item to sell? It depends on the item. Like for example, this one sold in 1 day. Some items take a year to sell. If it's like a rare item that I didn't pay much for, but I know it's going to sell for a super crazy amount of money, I'll list it a little bit higher and wait for that right buyer. So when you use USPS polymailers, there's a certain weight. So yes, typically there is, but I'm selling on Poshmark. So again, Poshmark gives you all priority mail labels. They are all priority mail. So with priority mail labels, you can use any priority mail packaging. If this was a Ground Advantage label, then you couldn't do that. You couldn't do that. I got a pair of shoes, but I'm not going to show the shoes on live. They're a pair of Jordan 1 mids, size 6.5, but I would show them, but I feel like TikTok's going to take me down. I think that's one reason why they're taking me down is because I'm showing shoes on live. So I did sell a pair of those. I picked those up online. I forget what I paid for them. I think it was like around like 50 bucks. Those sold for 75. Not a huge profit. That's just me selling the shoes, getting them out. And then last Poshmark sale, and then we'll move on to eBay sales. This is a Mott & Bow polo, super old listing. I repriced this for 20 bucks. I got an $18 offer. I took it. We only paid $4.28. So, meh. I don't pick up Mott & Bow polos. Mott & Bow jeans sell very, very well. Mott & Bow polos, negative. I don't pick those up anymore. Why aren't you allowed to show shoes on live? So I've been getting, if you're new here, I've been getting bananaed for sale of unregulated goods. And the only good I can think that I'm showing on live that they might catch me for, because a lot of people sell fake sneakers on TikTok. They had those lives before where they just had like the Chinese factories would go live and be selling fake shoes. And I think they started picking up on that. So anytime I show a pair of shoes, I have a feeling that I have a chance to get bananaed, so I don't show shoes on live anymore, just for that reason. I'll show like a pair of like Cole Haans or something like that, because I'm sure Cole Haan, you don't have to worry about that with Cole Haan. But when it comes to Nikes and Jordans, stuff like that, I try not to show them on live. So, because if I do, there's a good chance I get bananaed. And then I have to go through the process of getting unbananaed. It's a big, painful process. Next up, a Ralph Lauren. This is a men's 3XB. It's 100% linen. Typically these sell for like 60, 70 bucks because it's a good pattern. It's 100% linen. The only issue with this one was there was a small tear underneath the armpit area and I didn't feel like getting it fixed. So we priced this lower. Paid $13.38. Still sold for 30 bucks plus shipping. So we still made a profit on this. I wish it didn't have that flaw. Could I have taken it and gotten it fixed? Yes, but that's just time I didn't want to invest in this piece. I knew I could still make a profit on it, so that's why I sold it. I've had emails from Depop that I've had offers, 2 things, but while I go on the app, there's nothing. I don't know. It could be Angel. It could be that the person that made the offer got banned because I've had a few people like offer and then they do the whole thing like, hey, I can't pay, but I'll pay via PayPal. Please call me at this number. That's most likely what's happening is those people are probably doing that to multiple people and then getting bananaed afterwards. So yeah. That's what I'd have to assume. I had somebody on Mercari last night. They bought a pair of shoes, and then immediately once they bought the shoes, they said, hey, can you ship to this address? I moved. And I said, sure, I can ship to that address, but you have to cancel your order and then repurchase your order. And then they're like, oh, okay. And they canceled the order and then they never purchased it again. And then I looked at the reviews and they did it a couple times that same day. So I know what they're doing. They're trying to get me to ship it to the other address, and then they're going to contact Mercari and say I shipped it to the wrong address. So that one's shipped. This one's actually going international, so I won't have to worry about that one coming back at all. So I can block people right from here. Nice. All right. Cool. Next up, I got some trolls on. Whenever I'm in this frame on YouTube, it pushes me to the shorts feed, and then you get a bunch of trolls hopping in. So I have to banana them. Next up, we have a pair of Joe's jeans. I picked these up for $21.40, and these sold for $44.99 plus shipping. These are obviously brand new, so that's why they sold for that much. But good pickup. 20 bucks into 44, and these sold in just a few days after I listed them. Polybags are linked in my bio. If you're watching on TikTok, if you go to my page on my profile, the link there, and you can use the TikTok shop coupons. And then after that, they're also in my bio too, the gyro packs. So feel free to buy them either place, or if you're watching on TikTok, you can double dip and get both discounts. Scotty Vest for $7.99 sold next day for 50 plus. Let's go. I love Scotty Vest. Was it one of the newer ones with the newer label where it says SEV, or did it actually say Scotty Vest on the back? Come on, trolls. Let's go, Teach. Take care of them. Got Teach and Trisha over there. How much does Autoposter cost with the cross-listing feature? There's a couple different price points. You can get it with just the cross-lister. You can get it with the combo. So with the cross-lister and the automation tool, and you can get the big bundle. Let me look at the prices really quick, so I forget off the top of my head. Okay, so for just the cross-listing tool, no automation, is $39.99. And if you want additional, then that gives you 500 credits. If you want 2,000 credits, it's an extra 20 bucks, so it'd be $59.99. And then if you want the bundle, it starts at $69.99, and that comes with the automation and the cross listing with the 500 credits, or the 2,000 credits, it's an extra 20. So I for the $89.99 version, because I'm able to use 2,000 credits. I use all 2,000 credits every month. So I think special about those Joe's jeans, there's pretty much men's Joe's jeans. Don't pick up women's. If that was a pair of women's Joe's jeans, it wouldn't have sold for anywhere near that price. But they're men's. That's one reason why they sold for that much. Next up, Robbie G. This is a men's Robert Graham short sleeve shirt. Really, really good pattern. If you're out there thrifting, look out for these shirts. I priced this a little lower to get a quick sale, and it worked. I listed this last week, and it already sold for $59.99 plus shipping. Really, really good sale. Again, Robbie G's, that's the patterns you're looking for. The crazier, the better. This one was also brand new with tags. I thought Kate was here getting them. She's slacking. Do you see that Red, White, and Blue is now open on Sundays until 9? Hillsboro? Really? They're open on Sundays? Damn. They must be getting tons of inventory in to be open an extra day. But that could be good. If they're open on Sundays, that means Wednesdays they'll have even more product that'll hit that half off schedule. They'll have a whole extra day of stocking that product that's eventually going to go half off that same Wednesday. So I wonder what Wayne looks like without a hat on. I look like I have a bad hairline. That's what I look like without a hat on. I'm hat fishing, you guys. That's what this is. Me and Surfs, we're hat fishers. The same business that Paula is now open on Sundays. Lots of thrifts are opening on Sunday. That's pretty crazy. Next up, I got to thank you guys for this one. This one is a zero restrictions vest. I picked this up at Red, White, and Blue. Somebody in my chat said, pick this up. Zero restrictions sells well. I was like, really? I've never picked up zero restrictions before. But I looked them up, and sure enough, they sell really well. I almost missed this one. I paid $5.34. I actually picked this up the same day I picked up the Scotty vest, and this one sold for 45 bucks. So I think I paid $10 for both of those vests, and both of them sold $10 together, and both of them sold for over 100 bucks. So same day, same thrift. Really, really good sales. So Beachhead runs in my fam too. Yeah, we were at the pool all day yesterday, so my hair's got the leftover chlorine in it. Took a shower, but you can never get all the chlorine out. I wonder what Wayne looks like with his hat on the right way. Who wears their hat the right way? Kayla doesn't like me wearing the hat the other way. You look like an old man when you wear the hat the other way. You need an account with the backwards hat, Wayne. I do. That's my side account. I got some trains that I sold this weekend too, or not this weekend. I feel like today is Monday, but we're gonna list them after the live. We're not gonna list them during the live, or not list them, ship them. Can't talk today. Next up, Ralph Lauren. This is just a simple Ralph Lauren shirt. It was a men's large. Nothing really crazy about this, except it has that nice plaid pattern to it. Paid $5.34. Auto Posture sent a 10% out offer, and this person accepted. Sold for $20.69. Jesse installed an outdoor shower and start pool for us. Nice. Yeah, that would be nice. Just go out as soon as you're done, take a little shower, get done, come inside. Yeah, we had to wait till we got home, and then I had to wait for all the girls to take their showers first. So basically, I got home yesterday, sat on the couch, and waited 45 minutes to take my shower because I was like, oh, these kids take forever to take showers. I don't know what it is. Their bodies are so small, but they take the longest showers of their lives. All right, next sale is going to be a junkie sale. This is a bulk buy purchase. There's that one shipped. This is a bulk buy purchase. It's just a simple Ralph Lauren shirt, but I bought it in a bulk buy. Paid $7.13. This one only sold for $13.49. Still made a profit on it, but obviously I don't pick up basic Ralph Lauren shirts like this, and I definitely wouldn't pay $7 for them. But it was in a bulk buy. Had to pick it up to get the bulk buy executed. What was the asking price on that, Ralph? $22.99 plus ship. Pretty much all my Ralph Lauren is priced at $22.99 plus ship. If it's priced any higher than that, it typically is because it's got something better going for it, like a fabric or it's got like an embroidery or something on it. But typically $22.99 plus ship is what I list stuff for, Ralph Lauren for. Boom, boom. Shipped. 14 more orders going out. Next up is a vintage Banana Republic. $15.89 right here. 2 vintage Banana Republics sold this weekend. I'm surprised they didn't go to the same buyer, actually. This one, vintage Banana Republic, that's the label you're looking for. You can definitely tell when you see it that it's an older style label. Paid $6.96 for this one, and this one sold for $22 plus shipping. Regular Banana Republic would never fetch over $20. It's just too basic and too mainstream, but this is an older style. It's also a safari shirt, so it's got like the heavy pockets on the front. Always, whenever you see these, pick them up. They typically sell within a month for me. Vintage Banana Republic. Just wait until they're teenagers. Yeah, they're going to be in there for hours. I'm going to have to get 3 showers so I can at least take a shower every day. This one's going to Georgia for $6.09. And then we got another Banana Republic that sold. Another vintage Banana Republic. This one actually sold for more. That one shipped. This one, another vintage Banana Republic. There's another one of the vintage labels right there. This one I paid $6.96 for, and this one sold for $24.99 plus shipping. $24.99 plus shipping. Appreciate you liking the live over on TikTok, user. Everybody tap that screen if you could. If you're watching on TikTok, again, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, hit that like button. If you watch on Instagram, I don't really know what you do on Instagram. By the way, I forgot Instagram was even running. Sorry, Instagram. I'll check you guys in a second. But whatever you do on Instagram, I think you like tap the like button or something. I don't know. Do you pick up all vintage Banana Republic? Like the jeans or the pants, I don't really pick up the pants, but the shirts typically do really well for me. Also, another item, vintage Banana Republic, that does really well is the fishing vest, or like the safari vests. Those do really well too. There's like a really good following for those. People are always on the lookout for them. So anytime you find those, pick them up. Just make sure you're looking for that vintage label whenever you pick them up. What's up, IG? Sorry, I left you guys over here and completely forgot about you. Are we resellers, but we sell other stuff? We want to start selling clothes, but we don't know much about clothes. What can you recommend to learn about clothes? Watch a ton of free content online. There's a bunch of big name YouTubers that sell clothes that share their eBay stores. Go through their eBay stores, see what they have listed, see what they have sold. That's a good way to learn what's selling for them. yeah, there's a ton of free ways online to figure out what clothes sell well. And of course, when you're out there picking up clothes, make sure you're doing your research while you're out there thrifting and look up sold comps. Easiest way to learn. Clothing is men's clothing is a lot easier than women's clothing to learn, I would say. Women's more is based off style. In most cases, men's is just based off brand and what type of shirt it is or what type of pair of pants it is. But women's is more style. So if you want to learn men's or women's first, I would say learn men's first. Men's also typically sells a little bit better and a little bit faster. Not in all cases, but in most cases. Next up, Johnny O. This one has a Hurricanes logo on the front. I picked this up at Red, White, and Blue for $2.14. I typically don't pick up Johnny O simple polos, but it was only $2, so it's like I can't pass this up for $2. This one sold in a month for $16.19. If you guys watch my live thrifts, you probably saw me pick this up like a month ago. But yeah, $2 into $16. This was an Auto Posture sale, so Auto Posture sent that 10% out offer. It was listed for $17.99, and this person accepted. There's 3 teenage girls and we never got to use bathrooms. I know. I'm already feeling it. I'm already feeling it, and they're not even that grown. Men's clothing so much easier to sell. I would agree. That's why I started there first, obviously, and I know men's clothing a little bit better than women's. But I will say, when it comes to women's clothing, whenever you go to thrift stores, there is a ton more women's clothing in every thrift store than there is men's. I've never been in a thrift store that has more men's clothing than women's. So there's more of a chance for you to find a resellable item in the women's section because there's just more of it. But it's also a little bit harder to learn. So pick your poison. Hippo. What's up, Hippo? Next up. This is a Kayla pickup. If you guys follow her on Facebook, you already saw she posted about this one. The brand is Ripley Ratter, something like that. I guess this is a good brand. Kayla did her research while we were in the thrift store. It's obviously brand new with tags. We paid $9.61 for this, and it sold for $80 in 2 days. $80 plus shipping. So really good sale. This is a Kayla pickup. This is something that if I was going through the thrift store, I probably would have passed on because it's just a simple pair of black pants. But I guess this brand has a good following. Ripley Raider, I think it is. Rader. Never heard of it before. Have you guys ever heard of this brand? Ripley Raider. I've never even heard anybody mention it, like any of the women resellers. I've heard nothing about this brand. So Kayla did her research and it sold in 2 days, sold in 48 hours. So crazy. All right, this one's gonna ship for 15 ounces. Buyer paid $15.70. Yeah. Your printer sounds like bagpipes. It actually is bagpipes. Every time I press a print button, I have bagpipes playing in the background. Alright, that one's shipped. Just a few more left, and then we are done. And then I gotta figure out what thrift store I'm gonna hit today. I gotta go hit some thrifts because we need some stuff for Mom to list. Mom's unfortunately sick today, so she's not in, which is actually good for us because we only had like 15 items for her to draft today, so I got to go out and find some more. Next up, cool women's size 14 convertible cargo outdoor pants. Pick these up for $6.96, and these sold for $26.99. Again, that's an Auto Posture sale. Auto Posture sent 10% on offer, and this person accepted. My printer wears a kilt. How often do you change prices when they are not selling? So I just changed over to the box system, which allows me, I got an offer, which allows me to keep all of my older listings in order. When I was using the bin system, I couldn't really tell what was old and what was new, but with this system, I'm able to. So basically, now I know everything from 1700 and below was all my old listings, and everything above 1700 is all my newer listings. So whenever I run a sale on all my old listings, and I'm probably going to run a sale next weekend. Like every 2 weeks, I'll run a sale on the older listings. And then after a while, I'll start clearancing off the newer stuff, and then I'll have a whole nother separate section that I don't clearance off. So if you don't understand how that works, I have a video on YouTube on my box and bin method. It shows both methods and what the pluses and minuses of both methods. And you'll understand what I'm saying about clearancing items out when you look at how the bin system works. I'm probably going to pull orders on live on Sunday too, and you guys will be able to see me pull orders and ask questions about the bin system. There's tons of videos on YouTube too going over the bin system too. So if you don't understand my video, there's other videos you can watch. Next up, people say these don't sell. Judy Blues. Pick these up for $13.91. This is one of the more expensive ones. These were $12.99 in that video where we were going through the Judy Blues. Everybody was like, you paid too much. Judy Blues for $13.99. You're not going to make any money. We had these listed for $34.99. Auto Posture sent a 10% out offer. The person accepted for $31.49, and they sold in less than a week. So who out there would not pay $13 to turn something into almost $32 in less than a week? If you say no to that, okay, you don't like money, because this is like what, like $14 profit, and I paid $13 for them. So basically I double my money in less than a week. Some people are used to shopping at the bins, and I get it. If you're used to shopping at the bins and $13 is too much for you, you're leaving a lot of profitable stuff behind, because you're not able to pay up for stuff. We don't mind paying up for stuff. We update all your listings when the postal rates increases. They will automatically be updated when they're listed on all the platforms. So whatever, I charge shipping on all my listings, so it really doesn't matter. When the postal rates increase, the platforms will increase the prices, and then it'll automatically go into effect. And when the buyer buys the item, they'll pay up. They'll pay whatever the new postal rate is. What is the new rates anyway? What is the post office doing to us? Changing it soon. They typically only change it. They change it before Christmas and during Christmas, but now they're changing it another time through the year. It's just crazy. They're eventually going to price themselves out. All UPS and FedEx have to do is create like a ground service that is very competitive with the post office right now, and just keep it the same, and they will win all the business. So it's just crazy. July 15th. That's good old post office for you. So ground only going up. It always changes in July too. That's just stupid. They should just keep it the same. It's already so expensive. Like when somebody's buying a pair of jeans off me, Ground Advantage. What did the Judy Blue people pay? Hold on. Let me see what these people paid for their Judy Blues to be shipped. Judy Blues order details. So this person paid $9.50 in shipping just to get these Judy Blues to their house. $9.50. And this takes up no space in the post office trucks. It's crazy. That's insane. That's post office for you. And yet they still have tour talks every morning about how they're not making enough money to keep the post office running. So the mailmen have to move faster because they're not making enough money. And yet they're increasing rates like that. It's crazy. Insane. So much junk mail, 66 cents. Yeah, they should. That's true. They should stop junk mail. Junk mail makes absolutely no sense, because typically, from what I understand, like a whole run of junk mail in a mailman's truck, even though it's pre-sorted, they have to take time to pre-sort it, take time to ship it, and pay the person to deliver it. And I think they only get paid like half a penny per junk mail. So on a typical route, you have about 1,500 deliveries. So do the math. You got paid $7.50. Paid the post office to deliver that, and they had to apply all that stuff just to get it out to the person's, yeah. Especially those every door directs. Those make absolutely no sense. If they just got rid of that and they just delivered first class and packages, the post office would be great. But they're doing all this crappy junk mail. It doesn't make any sense, because the people that buy it in bulk, like huge bulk. So they give them a huge discount in it, and then they almost make no money off of it. Next up, Carhartt shorts. I don't pick these up anymore, so I just took an offer on these. It's an older listing. I paid $6.41. These still sold for $15 plus shipping. Still made a profit on these, but again, I'm not picking up Carhartt, so any Carhartt that I have listed, I'm typically just moving it super fast. So yeah, it all goes directly into the trash. Nobody even looks at junk mail. It's literally just a waste of time for the post office to deliver, but yet they still deliver it. Sorry, I'm about to lose TikTok for a second. Sorry, TikTok. I got a call, so I don't know why my settings isn't set up not to take calls right now, but I'll have to go through and change it. All right, this one's going to ship for $8.29. Buyer paid $12.45 to get these Carhartts delivered. $12.45. Yikes. That's good old post office. Just imagine that rate is going to increase, so that person's going to pay almost $14 to have those shipped to their front door. So, yeah, it gets tossed directly into the trash. I agree. I was a mailman. I know all about it. We would complain all the time. We'd ask the managers, like, why are we still delivering this stuff? And they'd be like, you have to deliver it. What's crazy is we're about to head into a political season. And when they have the whenever they have the presidential election, they literally put out a political ad like every other day, along with all your local elects do the same thing. And there was a day that I had 9 political every door directs. And if you guys don't work for the post office, you don't understand like how annoying that is. You have to stop at every box, not only put in the regular mail that you normally would put in, so you put in your flats, which would be your magazines, but you'd also put in your regular mail, and then on top of that you do 9 extra pieces of mail into that mailbox, and they're all separated, so you have to have 9 separate things laid out in your truck along with your packages and keep everything in order. And then the managers are like, you're going to be able to get done in 8 hours today, right? No. I'm gonna be done about 6 hours over today, because at every single box it's gonna take me an extra 20 seconds every single delivery to stop and put all this stuff in. And then if I have a package, I have to go to the back of my truck to get the package out because I can't fit it in the front of my truck. I had the main post lady come walk me that day. Walking means they follow you. She didn't walk me. She sent somebody else to walk with me, and I didn't even get halfway through my route at 5 p.m. And I told them I was going to need like 9 extra hours to get my route done that day, and they were like, there's no way. And the guy followed me, and after I got back to the office, because I brought all the mail back and said, I'm done, I've worked my 8 hours, um, he's like, man, you were actually moving pretty quick today. He's like, how much of your route do you have left? I was like, I have over half of my route left that I just brought back. He's like, really? I was like, yep, half of my route. I told you guys I was going to need like 9 hours over today. It was ridiculous. But that's political mail season. It gets crazy during that time of year. I'm so glad I don't work for the post office right now, because those guys are going to be miserable for like the next, starts in like August. Yeah, it starts around August. Actually, might be starting now. Yeah, might be starting right after the 4th. Miserable. Next up, Bugatti shirt, brand new tag Bugatti shirt. This one sold for $46.71 is what the buyer has all in. So much mail. They told me that I couldn't mail as much every day because they don't have the staff to process it. Oh well, keep bringing it. That's their job. Their job is to take your packages and ship them out. Anytime a mailman comes to your front door and says something like, I can't take your packages, you have to have your prepaid, you don't have to have any of that. They're supposed to come scan your packages. Also, if you bring them to the front counter, they're supposed to scan them all in. Some of them are, I've heard some people say that they're starting to say there's a rule that they only have to scan 5 of your packages in. That's false. That's all made up by the manager at the post office, so that way they can just process stuff super fast. Does Bugatti sell well? That was new with tags. That's the only reason why that one sold for as much. But the only Bugatti shirts I'm picking up are ones that have like super loud patterns. Otherwise, I don't pick them up. So I got I got a warning bar for talking about the elections. Oh, that's TikTok for you. All right. All I have left to do is ship out the trains. I'm not going to do that on live. They're just a bunch of these trains right here. I'll ship them off live, but I sold one for $17.76, one for $30, another one for $17.99, another one for $34.99, another one for $16, another one for $17.99. All these I paid $3.25 for, so whatever that is, a little over $100, and I paid basically $15 for these, right around $15. So not too bad. Nice easy profit on those. We actually got to list some more trains that I'm going to do in next week, so. I had them not scan until out for delivery. Yeah, that's really annoying too, especially when they go through the plant and they still don't get scanned at the plant. I don't understand that. If they don't scan them at the office, they should at least get scanned at the plant. But sometimes they're not even going to scan until they're out for delivery. It's crazy. They haven't been scanning my packages and don't pick them up from the porch. That's a lazy mailman right there. Lazy. Tell them if it fails to scan my packages, lost. I'm responsible, so they scan the freaking package. Yep. Also, if you guys use the kiosks, if you guys go to the post office and you use those self-scan kiosks, just understand that those are not or a pickup scan. So technically, if the package gets lost in the back of the post office or doesn't get scanned again and it gets lost, you do not get your protections. So even though you technically got it scanned at the post office, it does not count as a pickup scan. So you do not get um, your protections. The word I'm looking for? You don't get your acceptance. Yeah, it's not an official acceptance scan. You don't get your insurance on that package. So if that package gets lost, oh well. So you should be taking it up to the counter and having the person at the counter scan it, because that is an acceptance scan. As long as a post office employee touches it, it counts as an acceptance scan. If they come to your front door and they scan it using their scanner, that is an acceptance scan. But if you use that kiosk, it says at the bottom as you're scanning that it doesn't count as an acceptance scan. So just understand that. So even if it has a tracking number, if you scan it at the kiosk does not count, because basically what could happen is, for example, Ashley, you could walk up to the kiosk, you could scan your package and then take it home with you, and then call the post office 3 days later and say, "Where's my package? Why isn't there? I want my money back." And then they have to give you your money back. So to mitigate that, that does not count as an acceptance scan. When the employee scans it, the employee takes it and puts it immediately to the back, and they know that the employee has it, and there's no way for them to lose that package after they grabbed it, even though sometimes it gets lost. Um, but yeah, that is an acceptance scan. So just keep that in mind. Because I've seen a couple videos of people like explaining how those kiosks work. I would only use those kiosks if you're in if you're in a rush and you just need to get the package out. You don't really care about the package. If you have something really expensive, I would take that and get it scanned at the front counter. So, all right, chat. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna scan these last packages, or not scan these last. I'm gonna pack up these last packages and I'm gonna ship them out. I might be live on Sunday night. If I'm not live on Sunday night, I'm probably gonna film a YouTube video pulling orders again. So go check out that video if you haven't already. I put out a couple package pull videos in the last couple days, so go check those out too. I should have a video coming out today, short form piece, and then I'm also gonna go thrifting, so I'll probably have some content that I'll put out this weekend too. And go bookmark the Whatnot Show, July 16th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go get your $15 credit. It's in my bio. Use that on the show. We're going to be selling all the shoes behind me starting at $1. So come out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, birthday show, July 16th. Go bookmark it. And that's all the announcements I have today. So appreciate you guys.